Hello everyone. I'm making this video because I had this request from a lot of students when I put up the last IFT video. Can I just go ahead and have a little bit more detail about the IFT selection process? So I thought already I had this presentation in hand, so we'll just discuss this out in this video so that if you have any other doubts in mind, you can that can also be cleared. So what I'm going to look at is I'm going to look at the stage 1 and stage 2 of the selection process because that's what is there for IFT. After you finish off your IFT written examination based on various parameters, they will call you for an interview process. Normally, this interviews happen in the month of February. And based on the interview, then you will have a final merit list, which will be out by somewhere around about April. Now, each of these processes, we will go a little bit more in detail as compared to my previous video, because this video is specifically for the selection process itself. Now, stage 1 of the selection process is the written examination, as we have discussed in the previous video too. And stage 2 has got a group discussion, a written ability test, and a personal interview. Now, the first part, which is a written examination, is pretty much simple because the 2-hour examination that you're going to write, where there are sections like the quantitative ability, your verbal ability, which includes reading comprehension as well. And then you also have the LR and DI section, and then the GK section. Now, once you get the score out with you and you have the scorecard in hand, based on that and based on your historical academics and your diversity factors, you will be getting a call. Now, once you get into the call and you go for the next stage 2, you will be encountering the group discussion, written ability, and the personal interview. Now, let's get in and see each one of them. For the stage 1 of the written examination, just to keep in mind that about 30,000 to 34,000 people apply for the IFT exam every year, out of which about 28,000 to 29,000 people write the exam. Last year, it was close to 34,000 and 28,000 as a numbers. There are about 258 seats in Delhi and about 253 in Kolkata. About 2,000 calls can be expected every year. Some of the years it has been slightly lower, up to about 1,500, but expect about 2,000 interview calls. That means, this exam is pretty much easy to crack because 2,000 out of 28,000 people writing the exam is about 1:14 ratio, which is, kind of not that tougher ratio to crack. And if you go prepared with your written examination, you should be able to easily crack this exam. Now, let's say you get your scorecard, and normally what we have seen that, anywhere, if you're a general category student, anywhere from 94 onwards, you can expect to get a call for the interview. There are various other factors that they are looking at this time. So the IFT examination in itself is 73% weightage for getting you selected into the second round. You have 10% weightage for your 10th standard marks, and 12th is also about 10%. And how is this 10% calculated? So there's a table given in the brochure. So if you go through that, you will see that if you've got less than 55% marks in your 10th and 12th, then you will only get 1 mark. Anything more than 55 and less than or equal to 60, you'll get 2 marks. So you can see this that anybody who has more than 80% marks will be at an advantage because they'll get 8 marks as compared to a person with less than 80, less than or equal to 80, which will stand at about 5 out of 10. If you have more than 90, you get the full mark. So that's the academic criteria. So 20%, 10th and 12th put together, 20% weightage for academic criteria. You have 5% weightage for diversity. So if you're an engineering student, you get 0 there. But if you're a non-engineering student, you get 5% weightage. And then if you are a male, you will get 0 marks on gender diversity. But if you're a female, you will have 2% marks coming there as well. So overall, this is how the breakup is for this 100%. And based on how you have done your examination and your 10th and 12th academics, you will be able to crack into the interview stage, because the other two anyway now you can't do anything about. Only the IFT examination is a main part in this. Now also IFT examination has got 73% weightage. So if you think that your 10th and 12th mark is less, your academic diversity, you will not be getting any score, and you're a male candidate, then obviously in the IFT exam you need to be scoring more and try to get as close as 89 percentile, because that will add as an advantage to your selection, and overall it will be much more easier for you to get selected into the interview process. Now, coming to the stage 2, IFT is one of those colleges where you have the WAT as well as the GD both. So you have the written ability test also, and you have the GD also. And then after that, you will have a personal interview. Before we get into that, let's keep in mind that IFT examinations, written examination score is still considered when you're looking at the final merit list, right? And 45% weightage is given for that. So which again tells you that IFT, cracking the IFT exam is extremely important. But personal interviews about 20%. Now the personal interview at IFT are pretty short interviews. You have about 10 to 12 minutes interview. Most of the interview will revolve around why you wanted to, why did you apply for IFT? Why do you want to get into international business? Because IFT has a very different kind of a course curriculum when you compare it with the other MBA programs. This IFT interview, you will also find the interviewer asking you a lot of static GK questions, a few questions from trade, and a lot of questions. If you're a work experience person, then a lot of questions from your work experience. Normally, we have seen that the IFT interviews aren't very academic heavy, but you can also expect questions from the academic area if you're a fresher. Personal interview has got the maximum weightage there. You have 20% weightage for that. You also have a WAT that you have to write. You'll be given half an hour to write on a topic. You'll have to write about 2 pages in this given time. And these topics are normally very current topics or very general topics in discussion in the current scenario, basically current affairs. It can be international affairs or something related to some national issues. And it is pretty much, those kind of topics which are easy to do. So you will sometimes get debatable topics, also to work with, which has got both pros, cons, and you need to just write about your opinion in this written ability test. Now, WAT are easy to handle if you know the topic. So make sure that you have a reasonably good grasp on what has happened for the last 1 year. And normally we see that, the topics are given from the last 1 year's current topics only. Then you have the group discussion. IFT has a very different kind of group discussion if it is conducted offline. Because in the last year and during the COVID, we found that this group discussion wasn't conducted the way it was conducted before. So in an offline mode, the IFT GDs are typically for a longer duration, about 40 to 45 minutes, in which every student sitting there for the group discussion will get about 2 minutes to talk about the topic, and then only the discussion starts. So it's unlike the other group discussions which are conducted where you're given a topic, you can think for 3 to 5 minutes, and then you just start off discussing. So here it is not like that. You're given the topic, you have about 2 minutes to think about the topic, and then each one of you will be given 2 minutes to talk about the topic. And after everybody has given their opinion on the topic, only the discussion starts off. So that means if there are 10 people in the group, 20 minutes goes away in each one of you putting your points out there, and then you will have a 15 to 20 minute discussion. So that's why it goes as long as about 40 to 45 minutes for the entire discussion to get over. 10% weightage there for your group discussion. Also, you have a marks of 10th and 12th considered for your final merit list, which is about 4% and 4%. So that's about 8% mark for your academics. The thing to be noted here is there is no percentage weightage anywhere while you get into the second stage or when you're getting into the merit list for the UG score. Okay. But here again, academic diversity, gender diversity, also there is 2%, and work experience, you'll get 3% weightage. Now, how is that calculated? So as we have discussed before, the 10th and the 12th, the way that it's calculated remains the same. So it will be just that, this 10% mark, which was there earlier, will be converted to 4%. But work experience will be calculated something like this. So we'll have 0 weightage marks given if you have less than 12 months of experience. If you have touched 12 months and up till 2 years of experience, you'll have 2 marks, and greater than 2 years up to 3 years of experience, you'll have 3 marks. From 3, it start decreasing. So greater than 3 up to 4, you'll get 1, you'll get 2, and more than 4 years, you'll get 1 up till the 5 years experience. More than 5 years experience, you'll get 0. Okay, so 24 months to 36 months is the apt kind of experience that you're looking at. So where you get the full 3 marks, and that is something which is good to have if you're a working professional, because it adds up all to that 100% weightage that is there. So that's about the selection criteria. If you have any doubts related to the selection criteria, you can ask that in the comment. We'll be conducting the group discussion and the interview modules right after the CAT. We normally start off our group discussion and the interview training by the December 20th. We have all kind of modules. So if you have a single call, you can join us for a single call, interview process. If you are having specific calls like SPGen or in IFT, you can join us for that. If you are looking forward to a comprehensive program, then we also do have that. So you can contact us on 9282442221 and talk to our counselor, and you can then join us for the group discussion and the interview process. So if you like the video, go ahead and share this, like it, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.